We are underway in the men's emerging cup final. Sons of Sal versus Oxford. Oxford, of course, fresh off the back of that 2-0 victory against Nottingham Hoods. Oh, what a superb start from Sons of Sal, though. Goodness me. 19 seconds in and they're 1 to the good. I've not even had time to introduce my co-commentator for this one. A championship victory and a big smile on her face. Rennie Watson, welcome.
G'day, hello.
That's not a great start for your guys, though.
I'm starting to wonder whether they're already thinking about the beer after this game, but hopefully they'll get back in focus. What
she means is the protein shakes, because these are elite athletes after all. But Sons of Sal carving through the middle. This the same format as the previous final, 20 minutes one way, and the teams swap ends once one team has scored. As if there wasn't enough running in this sport already, Renee.
And a bit of confusion for the referees as well is always good fun.
So, successful day.
Yeah, we've had a cracker. Let's hope the boys follow suit, hey?
Let's talk about that final then while this one settles in. First minute and a half of the 20. It was a real war of attrition, wasn't it? Just the 2 scores.
Yep. 2 nice sound scores though, you know, it's always good. Follow your patterns and it comes off, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a bit of silverware to celebrate as well as Sons of Sal come forward again.
We've got a bit of attacking flair, this Sons of Sal, don't they? I'm liking there's loads of switches here. Oh, that didn't work though, did it?
There's Oxford then having to run.
This is our nippy Jackson. So Jackson's only 18, maybe 19 now, but he's the baby of the group.
Wait till he starts to shave.
Oh, go Drew!
I do enjoy a bit of partisan commentary. Fill your boots, Renee.
So yeah, Jackson is well known for falling asleep. Not usually on the pitch, but
that's the chance gone. That's the chance gone.
He's a tall fella too, that Sam.
Sam Hubbard. It was in the breadbasket and that was the opportunity to equalise, but it does show there's plenty of life in this men's emerging final.
Yeah, I'm expecting big things from both these teams. Got some very experienced players on both sides, I think.
The Sons of Sal have coughed it up there. This really is a chance for Oxford.
Just like to see a bit of composure, I think. Got the Silver Fox there, that's Joe Hartley. He's experienced, so he should know exactly what to do here in this situation. Yeah, look at that, cool as a cucumber.
Well, that's what you need, isn't it? 3 minutes gone. It's the final game of the day. Here's another chance. Oh, it's gone to ground again. Sam Hubbard has had 2 chances. He's missed them both.
Oh, geez, he's going to have nightmares about those tonight, isn't he?
Well, I'd imagine he's going to get quite a lot of stick off the lads.
Yeah, that's at least 2 protein shakes right there.
I tell you what, we'll run a tally chart. There you go. That's 2.
Oh no, and they've knocked
Hubbard.
It down again. Loss of control. Gosh, the Sons of Sal are getting a bit discombobulated here.
And this is in these warm conditions. This is real fitness sapping stuff as well. You don't want to spend too long defending. Third time lucky. Oh no, that's 3.
God, it's a hat trick.
That's 3. Someone's taken off his hands and put crisp packets there instead. Sam Hubbard has had 3 opportunities in 3 minutes and it's still Sons of Sal 1, Oxford 0.
I don't know what to say in this situation.
Oh, it's like watching Laureus Carius in the Champions League final. I mean, Laureus Carius definitely isn't his name. I made him sound like Maximus Decimus Meridius.
It does sound very gladiatorish.
Yeah.
I think if Sam Hubbard was a gladiator, he'd be in real trouble right now.
He certainly would. He'd be getting the thumbs down.
So we've got a nice dynamic duo here in the middle with Dan, who's new to Oxford. He's come up from London. I think work's taken him to the glorious and happy city of Aylesbury.
Oh, it's beautiful. Tell you what, that man wearing number 5 needs to put his sunscreen on.
Now that's Lightning Luke. Lightning Luke, yeah, definitely needs his sun cream on. But he's got some legs on him, Luke does, so, you know, should be expecting to see a couple of scores off him in this game.
5 minutes gone, a quarter of the way there in this emerging final. Sons of Sal tore Oxford to shreds after 19 seconds. Since then, the team in blue have been in the ascendancy. And Sam Hubbard, well, he's had a day to forget in terms of finishing, but still plenty of time, and hopefully for him, plenty of opportunity to make amends. Sons of Sal with a rare foray into the Oxford half here.
Double switch.
Have to throw it around, don't they?
Ooh.
Last touch here for the Suns.
So yeah, lightning touch there by the young Jackson. Certainly not asleep yet in this game.
So he likes a kip, does he?
Yeah, anytime he's on his bottom, he's asleep. When he's standing up, he's all right.
Well, he's just going for a little nap in the subs box there. Tell you what, that would be some place to catch some Zeds, wouldn't it? Up over halfway here for Oxford, venturing back into the Suns' red zone, almost shoved forward.
Oh,
another opportunity.
No.
Oh, they're just not sticking for him today. To be fair, I don't think that one was his fault.
Yeah, that was a bit high, I think. We've got old man Cam doing a bit of damage in the middle there, so it's good to see him getting those hammies stretched out, which we're notorious for cramping up, especially at the end of the day.
Got some really nice nicknames for the guys you have. What about Nice Steve or Lovely Richard?
Well, they're all lovely, you see, so you can't pander to their egos, can you?
You're absolutely correct. Give them an inch, they'll take a mile.
Absolutely.
Seven minutes gone. It was a cagey one in the women's final. That finished 2-0 to Oxford as an opportunity goes for the Blues.
And you could see the pain on Dan's face then. He knew that had happened. Missed the touch on the leg there, and the guy didn't quite engage. Oh, calm down, old man Cam. Ref's got it. I'm well impressed with the refereeing at this level.
Has been good.
Really impressive, nice and solid.
Spoke to a couple just before this one began. It's been a long day for them as well. It's a tiring old affair, the refereeing.
Especially in this, positively Antipodean weather we've got here today. We've even had some sunshine.
I know. I've seen some really suspect singlet towns as well. Some guys with some really white vest marks and some really red arms.
Yeah. It's the ones with no vest you need to worry about, really, though, isn't it?
Suns on the attack. Some good pace there.
Dan's got it covered.
Williams at 7. He's back on the ball. Appleton wearing 12, but Oxford defend that well. Thought they could have been picking up the ball a lot closer to their line. 8 minutes in. Chance to get up over halfway on the second touch. That's exactly what they do.
Yeah, some nice yards there on the drive. Oh dear. Oh, should we talk about something happy for a minute?
So talk to me about what happens this evening for Oxford. You've had a great day today. One win for the women, a final for the men. Of course, this could still turn into a win for Oxford. I'd imagine it's a very sensible early night ahead of another busy day tomorrow. Is that correct?
Do you know what? I think the average age of Oxford Touch is significantly above that of most teams. So our touch socials have been, that was pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
Got to give them credit for that.
Great fundamentals from the Suns.
So we haven't had a social for a very long time, and I think that the chances are pretty good for a Larry night out.
Well, it's local.
Exactly.
You know?
Don't even have to drive far, and we've also got quite a lot of uni players who have finished their exams.
Good for them. Good for them. Sons of Sal 2, Oxford 0. And now Oxford get us back underway. The team's changing direction.
Old man Cam still got his lightning reflexes on there. Just got that ball away. It's been interesting in this development tournament seeing the new interpretation of that half rule being played. And there's a lot of variation between the players who've got a bit of tournament experience and those that don't. It's been pretty harsh on some occasions, I have to say.
However, you managed to get yourself to a final, so it can't have gone that badly for Oxford. Sons of Sal attack the ball with some pace, don't they?
Yeah, when they get it right, they're getting it really right. Oh, hands.
Yeah, there could be some space on the right-hand side, but they decide against it.
I don't know, I reckon that nippy bloke in the orange shoes there, I reckon he's got a plan right now.
You've got to be fast to wear those orange shoes.
Oh, it's a ninja. Oh, nearly.
There's a little bit more on that.
Do love a good ninja.
Don't we all?
This is Mark there. Mark, our eldest player. I think he's going for the record, oldest man in UK touch.
Could he give us a clue?
He's on his downhill from 55. Let's put it that way.
Holy moly!
Yeah, still got it though.
That's remarkable.
Yeah. And I reckon I'd be backing him to be on the pole at about 12 o'clock and plush bar later tonight. So.
Oh, Joey!
Oh, the step!
Goodness me!
The step!
He likes it.
The Silver Fox on fire.
What a superb finish, and Oxford are right back into this.
And it's just good to see that Joe Hartley not scoring on the 5, which is a trick he likes to employ fairly regularly. It's got the right line.
That really is a superb finish. It's brought Oxford right back into this one with plenty of time on the clock. Over 8 minutes remain in 2-1 this final, very much in the balance.
Which is good, you know, you want to see a nice competitive final. Especially on pitches as nice as this, good quality refereeing. There's no reason why we can't have a great game of touch.
Absolutely. This, the emerging final. Oxford, the women's champions. Oxford versus Sons of Sally, battling it out here. Just under 8 minutes remaining. Sons of Sally looking dangerous.
Out of the boxes like a whippet there. There's Cam off the defence.
Have they got themselves a fresh set of 6? Oh no, just to play the ball.
Just nice one. Presumably they'll try and hold it in the corner there, just to make Oxford's life as difficult as possible. Nice little bit of footwork there from Mark.
And now they work it towards that box.
This is Dan number 2. Nice solid drive up to the box. Now can we see Sam Hubbard's luck turn around in this set?
Well, he's loitering there on the left-hand side. Needs to go. Oh, I thought for a second there that all he had to do was hit the deck to score it, but Sons of Sally sow enough seeds of doubt, and with 13 minutes gone, they still lead by a score, 2-1.
Oh, where's the... Taking advantage there, the Sons of Sal, of some pretty loose defence there from Oxford.
Yeah, not scared to move the ball, Sons of Sal.
Oh, we've got a hat. A hat gone missing. I hope it's not a lucky hat. Oh, it was a lucky hat.
Ball goes out of play, so it'll be back with Oxford, but Sons of Sally in the right area of the field for them. Now a chance for Sam Hubbard to make amends. Gets back on the ball. It's a long way down there for him to take that from half.
It is, isn't it? But he's doing a decent job there. He's been half. He's done his job. Come on, Oxford. We've got to get a bit more motivation, a bit more momentum here. A bit static.
It's better there from Lightning Luke. Oh, lovely feet again from Joey, but I thought...
Oh, might have been a hand in there.
Oh, is there? Oh, a fresh set of 6 to do Oxford very nicely here. Oh, no, they're just going for the... play the ball.
Oh,
one
come
more
on,
will
boys,
do
there
it.
was only one. So frustrating. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Offside. Not getting back.
Here it is then, a fresh set.
This is where, you know, us over 40s start to struggle. Just not quite getting back to the line. Those little old legs, you know, they don't quite move like they used to.
It's a lot of defending to do. God, there looked to be acres of space there on the right-hand side for Oxford, but they came back inside. Surely it has to go, and it will. scrambling defence from Sons of Sally, but they don't get there in time, and Oxford level things at 2 apiece. It is game on here.
Loving a little bit of composure there, and hands out to Mark. He might be over 50, but he's solid as a brick.
You've got to finish those quickly, haven't you? There's no time to sort of mess about, wait patiently and move on, you know?
Absolutely.
God, did you see that police car flying by then?
Very fast. That's 50 there too. Not setting a good example, boys. I hope it's something important.
That is the voice of Renaud Watson of Oxford, a champion here today already, joining us in co-coms. And a vital touch there from Oxford as the team swap places once more. 4 minutes to go. A score for either side here.
It's pretty tense right now.
They would be in the box seat. There's Williams.
Got to keep moving forward there, boys. Ooh.
This will be a fresh set here for Sons. So now Oxford with the defending to do.
This is really going to be a test of composure. Whoever can hold their composure best is going to be the ones who...
Well, they're over the line. Can they find the pass? No, goes to ground.
That was on one there too, boys. I reckon they might be kicking himself for that one later on today.
Well, if it comes off, then you win the cup.
And presumably we go to a drop-off here if we're 2-2.
Which is brutal. For those new to the sport, can you eloquently explain the drop-off?
I doubt it. We've done one today, but I'll give it a go. So basically, if the score's drawn, you need to have a winner. So you start off dropping down to 5 players. The attacking team gets an opportunity to score. They get their 6. If they score, the defending team has a right of reply. And
the right to reply makes it sound like you know, you're defending yourself in court, like the press have accused you of something.
To be fair, it sometimes feels a bit like that when you're in a drop-off. And then that continues until, and then if the right of reply is successful and they score as well, then whoever scores next is the winner. And every minute you drop down 1 player until you get to 3-on-3, I understand.
There's the dive.
Oh, he said the touch is called.
Oh, says the referee, in a great position as well. 2 minutes, 15 seconds of our unofficial clock remaining. Oh, there's lovely footwork.
Oh, he held it. He held it. Sam Hubbard held it.
The big man gets his hands on the ball this time.
I'd be getting out of there, Sam, if I were you. Back on the wing, boy.
Get back on your wing. Hold your flank, Sam. Keep the defence honest. 2 minutes remaining. Here come Oxford again. Oh, it's knocked forward by Sons of Sally, living dangerously here.
That orange boot boy, what's his name?
Williams.
Williams. He's thinking F1 Williams, who are local to here as well. Oxford, I tell you, it's the centre of the universe.
Beautiful part of the world and a great host for this Sporttape National Touch Series round. There's the dive for the line. Oh, he's short of the line.
Oh dear.
And I think he might have caught a bit of a knee in the ribs there as well, with some desperate defending from Sons of Sally.
He's tough though. I saw him cop a shin to the nose the other day, and he seems to have recovered from that. So bionic human we've got going on there with our new player Dan.
A shin to the nose. Was he doing taekwondo? There's the dive for the line. Is that the score? Watch the referee.
There we go.
Oxford have turned it around. And is that the score that wins it? From 2-0 down to 3-2 ahead. Sons of Sally have been the architects of their own downfall, inviting the pressure on, and Oxford make them pay. Oxford 3, Sons of Sally 2.
1 minute to go. That is what you call a comeback, I tell you. I'm loving it. Could it be a double up for Oxford Touch? Oh.
Well, it's head in hands time. Kingsley Maunder wearing number 20.
Lightning Luke's taking it in. Oh, could have been in the ruck there.
Well, Oxford surely need to get as far away from their line as possible. And you can see it now.
And just keeping a bit of composure here as well. It'd be nice to see. Dumping for no one there, Lightning Luke.
Here we go, 10 seconds.
Don't regret that.
10 seconds on our unofficial clock. Suns need to get on with it here, because as soon as the hooter goes, there's one touch of the match remaining. There it is, last touch. Time for some Harlem Globetrotter style stuff for the Suns. They've kept it alive thus far, moving it out to the right hand side. This would be incredible, stretching the legs. They need a bit of magic, it doesn't stick. And the full-time whistle goes. Drama right until the final play. But Oxford are emerging champions in the men's and women's competition. Full-time Sons of Sally 2, Oxford 3, Renee Watson. A superb day for your club.
It's been brilliant. I tell you, it just goes to show what we could achieve if we played locally all the time and could field a full team.
Well, you've got to get in the car and travel. This is a game that's expanding. You've shown you've got the quality.
There's definitely some depth coming through the club, which is really promising. And it's really nice to see the old and the new pulling together, both literally and figuratively, to win the game.
Well, 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 a fantastic comeback.
I love the little step there from Joe. It's his specialty, that one.
It's so well to get through.
Sometimes it's like he disappears in midair. He only just held that one too, didn't he? Both there. Oh, and Mark. Beautiful score in the corner.
Had to hit the deck pretty quickly there to get that one down. And huge credit to Oxford. They really did fight their way back into the match. Sons of Sally, after that opening score, looked like they had the kind of quality that they could disappear out of sight, but they were pegged back. Good discipline from Oxford. And the celebrations begin.
I hope that's not Prosecco, because that's a hell of a waste.
Again, protein shakes.
Protein, definitely protein. I'm sure there's protein in grape juice.
Yeah, probably. So let's talk about a player of the match. I would like your award for that final.
Do you know what? I reckon... ooh, that's a tricky one. I think, you know, good old Joe Hartley's always a bit of a superstar. He's got lots of flair, likes to flash those legs around. But, you know, I like to go for someone who's emerging. This is an emerging tournament. I reckon Dan, our newcomer Dan, could be he's sort of a bit of playmaker in there. He was setting loads of stuff up. I like that. And solid Mark on the wing, also a contender. What do you reckon?
Well, we might have to come back to that when indecision will be the death of both of us. But now it's time to go pitch side with Chris.
We're with Jackson Chan, Oxford captain. Big smile on your face as well. We spoke to Kai earlier on. Same thing applies to you.
Okay. Yeah, it was a great game in the final, and it was lucky to have live stream in the final game as well. We've played all our pool games and semi-final in the pitch 5, and it was excited, it was nervous, it was close as well. We won nearly 3-2, one score up, so it was a great experience. We're like looking forward to play with some stronger team like BBR. Yeah, it was great.
How much of a motivation was it to put on a show, both because it's in Oxford and also because you're live on Facebook?
Maybe it's home advantage. Yeah, we played in Oxford. Yeah, but the most important is it is a good chance to have only men's tournament as well. So we all try our best. Yeah, and we have a great number as well. Normally we only like have 8 people or 9 people, but today we have 13. So it was great.
How much difference does that make when you have 13 players? Does it make it easier, or is it just better to be able to mix things up a bit?
It makes it so much easier. So if you need to sub, you have players like on your back and like support you, and you can take a rest from the sprinting. It was so great to have 2 subs as well. So normally we have like 1 sub partner and you need to take it on alternatively, but today we have more time to rest and maybe drink some water, rehydrate.
The team you played today, Sons of Sally, there were lots of international players playing for them. Did you care who was in the opposition team, or were you only focusing on what was your own performance in that final?
As I know, they are England's 40s, so they are really good players, and yeah, but as I said, the most important is like we did our best and like good effort, so yeah, we deserve it, I think.
And you've won a trophy today. The Oxford ladies team has won a trophy today. What's the drink of choice in the bar tonight?
maybe some Prosecco. They already opened one, and yeah, it's going to be great tonight as well.
Jackson, many congratulations. Thanks for joining us. Go and join your team and we'll give you a trophy in just a minute. Cheers.